Here we are at Let's Talk Fashion with Destiny. I have the beautiful Denise Kelly, the most talented, gifted woman I ever met who do things with her hands. How are you doing?
Thank you, thank you. I'm doing wonderful.
That's
How,
good.
how about you?
I'm good. God is good.
Yeah,
We are here.
we are
We
here.
woke up today, right?
Yes,
That's a
all is
blessing.
well.
Yes. So I would like to get into, the fashion. Like, what made you get into fashion?
I think I've always liked fashion, and when I was young, I had so many dolls. I had so many dolls. I was the only child in the house, and I had dolls, and I would wrap yarn around these dolls. I would
Wow.
make anything to make clothes. I had paper dolls, and so I think that was the start of it. And as I got older, I used to watch a show called W, and it was a world magazine as well. And I love the fashions, and I would watch them. And then when I go to bed at night, my mind would dissect all these fashions, and it
Wow.
would create something that I never saw.
Oh, okay. How long have you been doing fashion?
I'm going to say since 2018 is when I really went back to crocheting
Okay.
and started making things.
Wow, 18. I can tell you how many years that is. Well, that's a blessing. So, okay, so who inspired you to get into fashion? Like, who was you watching or anything like that?
Well, my mother taught me how to crochet when I was about 10, and she just could do a basic chain stitch. And I would take yarn to school in a paper bag, put it under my desk, and I would just be doing something. And teacher's aide saw me, and she said, "Do you want to learn how to make something?" And I said, "Sure." And I went to her house that weekend, and I made a hat. And then I usually would make something once a year when we were snowed in. I went to school at Bryan and Stratton after I graduated, and I was taking fashion merchandising management, but that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted design. And I really didn't have proper direction. I really didn't know. So I went to school for something else. And now we come back around the mountain,
Okay.
and I just started it again. But it was something that was always in me.
Oh, now my girlfriend, okay, she does knitting, and I was told, "Oh, girl, you need to go and do something with that. Start selling that stuff." But and you doing that, you selling it. But what's the difference? Is there a difference between knitting and crocheting?
Definitely.
And what is the
Knitting,
difference?
you knit with two needles. You crochet with one hook.
Wow. I'll be lost trying to do that. Stop playing. I don't have the time nor the energy to sit there to be doing that.
Always. That's probably why you need to do it.
I don't have the time.
It's it's relaxing,
Okay.
it's productive, and there are a lot of therapeutic benefits to crocheting and knitting.
Is it?
I
What's some of
get
the
in the bed and
benefits?
do
Yeah.
it. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and, sometimes I come in the house and I say, "Oh, where's my hook? I need to hook, I need to knit, I need to crochet."
Yeah.
And then I know when I'm going really fast, that that means I need to calm down. So I'll keep going fast and then start to slow down, and then I know I'm relaxed.
Okay.
So yeah, they say it lowers your blood pressure, helps with cognitive skills because you have to count, and so it keeps a rhythm and releases, those endorphins that make you feel good. You can do it socially, so you can have a group of people. But the one thing, if I'm crocheting and you say something to me and I don't answer right away, it's because I'm counting.
Okay.
And if I'm at like 125 and you say something and I lose my count, I'm not going to be happy.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't be happy either at all. Now I have this question. How, all right, I know you make clothes for everybody. However, though, how long does it take you to do a shirt or anything like that?
I wish you would have said a hat because I can tell you about a hat. A hat is my go-to, so a hat will take, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay.
If I make something else and it's too long and it's repetitive, I'm probably going to put it down and come back to it. But because I like to complete something, I'll make a hat and then go back. So there are things that I started a year ago. I put them down because I had another idea, and then I picked it up when it was time. So I have a lot of ideas, and even though I have ideas, things usually don't come out the idea with what I had in my head anyway.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
So what if I would come to you and say, Denise, I want a nice shirt, pants, or skirt. How long would it take you to do that set?
I'm probably gonna say I'm not taking orders right now. I'm probably going to say that because I have different things coming up. I have 2 fashion shows coming up. And so when I'm making things for fashion shows, I really don't have time to make anything for an individual.
Yeah.
I don't repeat anything. So if you said you wanted me to make something that you saw, I'll say it's not going to look like that because I didn't write it down. I can't tell you exactly what I did. I like this because it lets me be a little eccentric.
Yeah.
And I think I'm eccentric when I do this. And I go to my own beat. And I love it.
Yes. Homie, you different.
And I like that.
Yeah.
And so I've done a few special orders I really don't like to because I want to be creative.
Okay.
If you say, well, if you ever get around to making a shirt on this size and I kind of like this, then I'll probably go away and do it and bring it back to you.
Yeah.
That way, if you don't like it, we didn't fall out.
Right.
I'm just kidding, but
Nah, you good.
a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. So, yeah, I just want to be creative. And so I would love to train other people to be able to do what I'm doing so that they can do that part.
Right.
So if you want something, I said, look, I made this. I need to go design something else because I have this vision in my head. Can you pick this up? I would love to have that.
Okay. Now, do you do clothes for knitting for little kids and adults or just a particular age group?
Mostly adults. Of course, some kids can wear adult things, and I do purses, so I can do a bag. My focus is on women's and menswear.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you got the men thing going on. So it's not just the women, huh?
Yeah.
Is it harder for do men or women? Which one's harder?
It's about the same because
Okay.
most of the things look unisex anyway.
Okay.
And I just have to find people bold enough to wear it. Because at first I was timid with it,
Yeah.
but now I'm already thinking about the craziest hat I can make. And that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Make a few crazy hats.
Right.
Just warming up to this market to see if Buffalo would accept that. Some places are a little crazier than others, but there are
Right.
people here that want to be different. So,
And different is good. I mean, I don't want to be like everybody else. I like to be
Right.
different, my own unique way.
Right,
And that's what I
right.
feel about you, about knitting and crocheting. I'm like, I don't see how she do it, but God bless her hands. Because I could never, ever, I'm not saying I would never. If I took the time out and to do it, I can do it. It's just, I don't have the time to do it.
yeah.
Now, you say you do like therapeutic stuff like that. So for relaxation, you have
Oh,
classes or
yes.
anything like that?
Yes, I'm offering classes.
Okay.
I'd like to put together some group classes.
Oh,
So I've had
nice.
like a mother and a daughter. Just I have boys. Just anybody who understands the art of it and that you're using your hands and creating something. As a girl would tell me, she said, I don't know how you can take this string and turn it into anything.
Right.
But just the fact that you're processing that in your mind is good. It's good for your mind.
That's good. Now, are you offering any classes now? And if so, where can they find those classes at?
I am open for classes. I started in February, and you can pay for 6 weeks of classes. You don't have to come consecutively. I would like that, but if you have to miss a week, then you can make it up on the back end of it.
Yeah, okay.
And so I'm at 11 East Utica. We are there every day. I'm usually there in the evenings. I'm there Sunday until 3, Monday, Tuesday until 7, 4
Okay.
to 7. I like Fridays. I like Friday nights because that's when you really need to relax.
Yeah.
People relax different ways, but I'm in the shop then, and people were coming in. It's almost like they needed something. When I first opened, people were in there crying. They wanted to talk. So I feel
Yes.
like I'm the barber, even though the barber's on the other side, but still the relationship of people coming in and having someone to talk to.
Okay. So my thing is this now, I know you have a model here.
I do have a
And so you're
model.
going to talk about what's going on with the model.
I would love to
Yes, so we're
show
going to
you my
turn to the
model.
right.
Yes. My beautiful model is wearing a gray fuzzy jacket. And this, like I said, this is the only one of its kind, but it's gonna fit everybody differently. So she has it down where she can show a little shoulder. And then she's also showing that it's short in the front and then it's longer in the back. You can turn it around. One thing about the crocheting is you can do anything with it that you want to. She has a hat, little fuzzy hat, and I think it really accentuates the braids. It looks good with the braids, and I kind of like high hats, so it's kind of a, I don't know. I like the ones that are high and you just pop them on your head and keep going. So I think it looks great with her with the braids. So I think she looks fabulous. She even has matching boots.
I see.
So she is showing you how you can wear Kelly's Niche. And that's the name of my brand. Kelly's Niche, Knitch. I knit and crochet. I believe that this was done by crocheting.
That is beautiful. Turn around again so we can see it back again. I like that. Like the little shoulders hanging off and everything. I like, sexy, classy.
And then if you just pull it up on your shoulders just a little bit, depending on what size you are, it could be up to your neck, and there's just different ways. I've had people try it on and take both their arms out, and so it just
Okay.
depends on what you want to do with it.
I love it. Nice. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I see you wearing something too. So could you explain what you have on here?
Oh yeah, the shawls. What? No, what were these? The long shawls they wore in the '60s when I discovered that. I said, I've got to do something like that. And so I got an inspiration from Instagram. No, Pinterest. I got an inspiration from Pinterest.
Okay.
And I said, I want to make something like that. Of course, it doesn't look anything like it. It doesn't.
Well, it
But
still look good.
It's
It looks good though.
I like it. It's comfortable. And thank you. I want to say that people talk about how they feel when they put it on, and that's what makes me happy. You have a piece of me, and I put me into these clothes, and I've had people buy things right off of me.
Right.
I've had people, I see the reaction. A man put a scarf on and he struck a pose, and I said, well, what's that about? I said, how do you feel? He said, I feel confident.
Wow.
So I want that message to go out that you're going to get something good.
Right.
So I have to be a good person because I want people to feel something positive
Yeah.
when they put it on.
Well, that's a great thing. I mean, hell, I mean, I think a lot of us, as we get dressed, we're like, okay, all right, I like that. Okay, I'm feeling this day.
Oh, yeah.
So you want people to feel that way.
And I love for them to come to my shop, and I call it playtime. Mm-hmm. And I do a Queens and Crowns. I'm due for another one.
Okay.
And I just have, 5 or 6 women come out and dress up. We take pictures. We go live. And that's fun. And I said women, but the men do it too. The guys come and they play with, I call it play because it's play to me.
Right.
And so I will do a party for someone if they want a party. And in the spring, I'll bring the niche mobile back out.
Oh.
So I have my mobile boutique, and that's how I started, actually. I started with the truck.
Okay.
And you can just come in the truck and shop. I have all my clothes in the truck. And so I'll be available to do that. It's a little challenging with regulations of parking.
Right. I'm about to ask you that. Like, where do you go when
that
you do
was
drive it?
disappointing to me.
Yeah.
But I was at places like Johnny B. Wiley during the summer, and I go to vending events
Okay.
until I can get my own lot.
Yeah, I feel you.
Get my own lot. So
Oh, that sounds good. Now you say you do fashion show. You have one coming up anytime soon?
I am involved in a few fashion shows. I have done my own at the mansion, and sad to see that she's selling it. But
Yeah.
my first fashion show was at the mansion.
Okay.
And it was a nice little intimate fashion show, and I did it all by myself. So I was proud of that.
I know that's right.
I did. I would tell my daughter, if you can't find it, create it. And so that's what I did. I created it. So there are 2 events coming up in the future. There's the Buffalo Fashion Week and the other runway. I can't even think of it right now. But and then the the Birchfield is also having something in May.
Okay.
And I'm excited about that because I get to create something for a scenery. I have one model, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say too much, but
You can say what you feel.
I don't, it might not be ready to be released, but it's going to be exciting.
Good.
So I get to create something avant-garde.
And I can't wait to see that.
Yeah,
I think a lot of us can't wait
I
to see
can't wait
that.
to see it either. 'Cause
Right.
I don't know what it's going to look like. I have this saying, I don't know what it is until it is. And
Right.
I don't.
Sometimes we surprise ourselves.
And that's so entertaining.
Yes.
I just entertain myself. I can just sit and crochet and entertain myself and be
Yeah.
happy. So
That's a
people
great
say
thing.
it's stressful. No, it's not.
Maybe it's probably stressful because you don't know how to start, what to do, or how to make the patterns. But I guess when you get used to doing it every day, you'll pick up on a habit.
And you know what? If I mess up, I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Some people get all bent out of shape, and we call it frogging it when you just mess up and you take it and you pull it, just rip it. They call it frogging it.
Okay.
So they said, how can you pull all that apart? It was the process that I enjoyed, and I know I can do it again. It's like a millionaire. They make the money.
Yeah.
If they lose it, at least they learn something. They go back and make it quicker.
Right. Oh, that's beautiful.
So
Now,
that's my millionaire claim.
put it in the air. Claim it.
Yes, ma'am.
Period.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's one of your favorite designers out here?
Knit, crochet, or just designer?
This designer.
I don't know.
There's so many of them. You don't have a specific one, or just say you.
I don't. You know why? Because, like I said, my brain pulls together pieces of what I like, and then I create my own. I'm not much of a follower. I never have been.
And that's a great thing. Be a leader.
And people have said, well, you can do this, or they think, well, this isn't. And I had to say, as a designer, I'm creating, I'm not following.
Right.
And really, when I look, I'll look and see. I know Fashion Week just went on, saw some very beautiful things,
Yeah.
and I can pick something that I like and see what happens. But because I said, why do we follow people, what people tell us to do? And they tell us to wear that. My thing is, if you come in my shop, if you like that, if it looks good on you,
Don't worry.
not because somebody else did it.
Right.
You know.
Just be you. Be
Yeah,
yourself.
just-
That's all you can be.
and if you get that, you'll feel so good about yourself, like, you know. And then you get a certain age, you really don't care what people think anyway.
Right. Now, that's what my next question was. How do you feel when people telling you, if they ever had told you, well, you can't do that, you're not going to be able to handle that type of business?
I don't get that too much because I think people know me. If they know me, you know, I'm just going to shut it down and keep moving. Like,
Right.
I'm not swayed by people too much.
Good. And that's a great thing.
You should meet my daughter. You should meet my daughter. She took part of that and ran with it.
Oh, wow.
She was about 7 years old, and my mother looked at me and said, I don't even think she was 7. She was younger than that. My mother said, I don't like what she has on. She said, but that's okay. I like it.
Right. It's not about what people think. It's what how you feel.
And I said, she said she liked it.
Right.
So I'm going to back that up because we need to encourage people's thoughts. If something happens and it's negative down the line, then at least they made their decision and they can decide whether to care or not to care.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So where can they find your clothing store at again?
11 East Utica.
Yes.
In the Utica Business Center, across from the train station, right near Main Street.
Okay. She's giving you straight details.
Yes, yes.
And social media pages and stuff like that, they can find you in case they don't go to 11 East Utica.
Yes, Instagram is Kelly's, KELLYS _niche, KNITCH.
Okay.
And Facebook, Kelly's Ditch, and Denise Kelly.
Okay. Now, do you have a website?
I have a website, and we're working to make it better, but it's kellysnicheboutique.com.
Okay. Well, we'd like to thank you, Denise.
Thank you.
For coming out and showing us your fashion. Looking forward to your fashion shows and everything.
Thank you.
So I appreciate you giving your flowers while you here.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate you for inviting me to be
You're
here.
welcome. I am excited for you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you so
But
much.
right now, we're about to turn it over to this one beautiful lady who's coming on to perform for you. Ita, her is coming live.
Hey y'all, my name is Ether. Make sure y'all follow me. Facebook, ETHHER. Go follow me on Instagram. It's Ether, ETH_HER 23. Shout out to the host, 716 Live crew. I appreciate you guys for having me. And this one is for the single mothers. I always keep y'all in mind. Y'all know I'm big on women empowerment. If y'all didn't know, y'all know now. And by the way, yeah, I'm gonna need a couple things made up. I need to be seen. Be shy to be seen in the window.
Like in that order.
I got you. So thigh-high socks, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
On my heart.
Yeah, I'm seeing some thigh-high socks. Yes.
I'm trying to build a bag for my last name.
Okay. I got you. Got you.
I said I'm trying to build a bag for my last name. I do this for my kids. Working 9 to 5, so I'm not out for my kids. But I'm a kids. For my kids. They hit me on my kids. But I'm trying to build a bag for my last name. Like the last name, the fast lane. Generational, not a fast plan. Now cash out. That's dash for my great grandkids. My kids. My blood do whatever they want.
That later, right?
It's on Facebook.
If the kids ever Raising my girls and the ladies. Cause they stay tryna play me. Saw the little got hop in the gate. Why is my kitchen still dirty? They getting lazy. That's why they hate me, but that's why they love me. They know I'm gon' raise them. They know I'm gon' pay them. Keep your eyes to yourself, but Thomas T gon' have to brave them. Dear God, I need you to save them. So are my enemies, I done forgave them. Show them who they friends and who faking it. I'm tryna build a bag for my last name. I said I'm tryna build a bag for my last name. I do this for my kids. Working 9 to 5, so I'm not out for my kids. But I'm a kid. For my kids. They hit me, I'm a slide. But I'ma get it right.
It's for the single mothers. I'm trying to build a bag for my last name. Said I'm trying to build a bag for my last name. I do this for my kids, working 9 to 5, so I'm not in crime. But I'ma choose war every time over mine. All it take is one time. If they hit that's why they love me. They know I'm gonna raise them. Keep the house clean. They know I'm gonna pay them. Oh, the niggas, keep your eyes to yourself. A Thomas T gonna have to grave them. I get on my knees and I pray every night. Dear God, I need you to save them. I'm trying to bargain with you, Lord. So are my enemies, I done forgave them. Please carry my girls like you're weighing them. Show them who they friends and who faking it. I'm trying to build a bag for my last name. I said I'm trying to build a bag for my last name. I do this for my kids, working 9 to 5, so I'm not out choosing crime. But I'ma choose war every time over mine. All it take is one time. When they hit me, I'ma slide. They didn't come with instructions, so I'ma get it right. Yeah. Shout out to my team. Cross out ENT. Love y'all. Thank y'all for having me as always.
Thank you so much. And Denise, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I
Thank you.
truly appreciate you both. Thank you all for watching Let's Talk Fashion with Destiny 716 live in the house. If you would like to perform or to come on this show to show your fashion, your brand, whatever you have going on, just accessories, your hairstylist, your makeup, anything that's fashion, this is a place to be. You can email me at letstalkfashion@yahoo.com. Again, thank you. Thank you so much. God bless. We love you. Yeah.